Welcome back to Rubber Rails once again. We're looking at some Lima locomotives. So we'll get them out for the day and tune them up. Okay, so this one is a DB railway, so it is German. It's been modified by somebody before I took over its ownership here with KD couplings. Runs very nicely. You've got the Bachmann HO LMS coaches running behind with the metal wheels on the bogies and a couple of my utility trucks. Let me just show you something that's happened here right in front of your eyes. Okay, so that little wagon there, pretty bumpy camera work there, rugged, derailed for some reason. So to show you what I can do here, this Pico, P-I-K-O coupling will hook up to a Lima style or River Rossi coach, and it doesn't come uncoupled. I don't know why that became derailed, but anyway, we have these things happen. Take off again, let's see how she goes. On this particular controller, all these Lima diesels that I've run so far seem to like about 50, I don't know if it's 50 k's or 50 miles an hour on this type of controller. I don't know exactly what type of controller this is, but I picked it up in a actually ON30 train set I had, Hawthorne Village I think it was, and works with the Easy Track, it works a treat. So very happy with that, I use it a lot. Going back to the loco, this just cruises around. It's got lights, you can't really see them because it's not dark enough. You can see why I like my utility carriages, to be able to couple up to anything. It would be easy, I'm sure, to change everything to KD, everyone says, but I don't like to fiddle around with things for no particular reason. And it's not necessary if it's all working. So that's just how I see things, which proves that I'm not a rivet town. I reckon most people would have worked it out a long time ago who've been watching my videos. Alright, so we'll let that one go around one more time. Leave everything on except for the loco. Actually, we can take off. We'll take off the loco. It's a better look at it there. Nicely set up loco. Good colour scheme. Sort of modern 60s, 70s style, I suppose. Maybe even 80s. There's proof that it was made by Lima. Might be better if I hold it up the right way. Made in Italy, nothing wrong with that. And let's take off these little wagons. And let's place Speedy Gonzales on there. Looks nice with the set of passenger coaches. We know how good this loco performs, but let's run it anyway. Here we go, just to show you the difference on each locomotive of performance. So Speedy starts off at about 25 k's an hour, whereas the others normally have to go to 50. I don't know if that's due to the fact that it's been serviced more, or I think it's a freak loco personally, but let's see if we can run it like an express locomotive, get everyone excited. Pretty confident this should be right on this track. That's sitting on the 50 mark like the others, and look at the difference in speed. She flies, Speedy Gonzales. And it doesn't matter if I put the switch and run it the opposite direction, she'll do exactly the same thing. And of course, those who haven't seen it before, the Bachmann Easy Track performing as good as usual in this type of situation. So we'll slow it down a little bit, bring it down one more time. Pull it up right there. Okay. Excuse the hand of God. Okay, look underneath. The wheels are pretty clean. She's got rubber tyres. Very happy with the performance of that locomotive. And of course our friend, the DB diesel. This one here, the 4F, we've done a few videos on this, but being a Lima locomotive, HO scale, I actually bought this with the coaches. It was a complete set from the train store that I went, which was Branch Line Hobbies in Croydon, Melbourne, Victoria. Alright, now this one is very similar to Speedy Gonzales. She's going to take off pretty quick. Let's see. Okay, you have to go a little bit faster. You get to 45, but you'll see all of a sudden, there she goes. I don't know what happens. The voltage picks up. She just takes off. So that's sitting on 50, but you'll see that it tends to, I don't know if the word's lurch every now and again. Maybe track needs a clean again. I can sit her on 60 and she'll run nicely. I'd say this is pretty old, but it's been well looked after, this Lima. I think Airfix brought out a similar one, same motor style, etc. And I think these locos are pretty popular in England and Australia. Everyone seems to like them. And I think they also are very similar to the New South Wales steam locomotive. I don't know what class it is, but people say you can use it as the same class. Just change the badges. It is very similar. So round and round she goes. Where we stop, I know. One more time. Slow it right down. I can slow it right down. We can slow it down to 40 k's, and it'll still run around. See how it just jumps? I think that could be the track though. But this is the only loco that does it, so that's weird. So anyway, there's a look at our 4F, which was basically, I think, meant for freight, not passenger traffic. But I think they did get a look into passenger traffic over there in the UK. Okay, and we looked at this one before. We can hook her up. It's a little tank loco. Someone broke the chimney off, probably me. And here we go. Let's see how she runs. Might need a little bit of a kickstart. And away she goes. Put it on 50 again. And that'll pull that around pretty easy. Now this is another Lima HO scale loco, but I think it's at least 50 years old. There's a lot of different versions of this. Very popular loco in the 70s and 80s kids. I'm going to fix that chimney and smokestack, whatever you want to call it. Find something to fix that with. So that's a look at her. And this one, we can actually run it in reverse if we want. Again, it's got the PIKO coupling, not the PECO one. They're a completely different coupling. So this hooks up to there. Come on, baby. Hook up there. And we run it in reverse direction. And the performance is pretty similar. I've got it on 50. You can see that. And she's just cruising around the small layout like that. 22-inch curves. Beautiful. Alright, so that's a look at that one. Next one we have is, get that off, a French, I think it is, or Swiss, I'm not sure, no expert in this area. Bobo style Lima again, has an electric pantograph up here which still works, but I don't use it obviously. I don't even know, it probably does. It's metal, so maybe you can use it in with the proper Lima setup to run them, or maybe, I don't know, a different brand of wires, overhead wires running along. I'm sure it would work. Looks like it would. Whoops. Okay, let's see how this girl goes. We're on 50 again. Did a bit of slippage on this one, I think. I think she needs a bit of service. But this one does build up pretty fast. It's on 70. Dare me to go 80. There's 80. We'll go 85. Running beautifully. Even though there's a bit of slippery. Let's go 90. Very nice. These Lima locos like to go fast. Takes me back to the Thunderbird days. Alright, we'll bring it to a quick stop because I want to fit in two more locos. Get that off of there. Disconnected. This one is a River Rossi, actually, which I believe, I don't know if it became Hornby or Lima, but to my mind, I think, to me, this is a Lima loco, but it's not branded Lima, so I could be wrong. Okay, plug her in there. The motor is in the engine, not in the tender like the other one was. And I could be wrong that it isn't a Lima, but I'm pretty sure it is. But either way, it's getting run in this video, and that's all there is to it. So here we go. Let's see how she runs. There's a bit of a push start. Oh, fix that. Okay, it's on 50 again. We go 55. Moves along very nicely, and it's a HO scale, of course, not OO. Somebody weathered this loco a long time ago before I got a hold of it. I say with scales. But that one performs really nicely too. 060. Never lets me down. Easy to use on all the layouts I've had. Pick up the pace. .75, the light's working. Moves along really well. Another really good second-hand loco. I believe picked that up for less than $50 too. Bring it right around. Okay. So we'll disconnect her. Take that off. off. Now this one was $50 again from a shop in over near Cheston, somewhere I was. Now it's a rail motor, German railways. Of course I did a bit of a rugged touch up there to try and make it look a bit more like a rail car. Didn't do a very good job, but it's the best I could do at the time. It looks okay, but it runs well. Here we go. It's only got a motor at this end where I blacked out the windows to make it appear better. Again, she'll probably need a kickstart. And once you wind this girl up, it runs very nicely. Not really meant to be pulling those carriages, but for rugged rails it is. So what I can do here, show you how good this performs. I'll put the dummy end, which has no motor. It's exactly the same, except obviously I didn't put any of the rugged modifications on it. Okay, so you could run it like this. As a intercity train, reverse and forward, back and forward on the way out with those coaches. I don't think anyone would be too worried about it. The only thing I'm not sure of if that Lima rail car is HO or IO. I think it's HO, but I don't know. And I don't have the information to back it up. So it's a single engine motor, and I think it performs. It's only at one end, as I said. Now we'll go to the opposite way. Let's see how we go. I won't go too fast. So there's our rail car running 5 coaches total. Reverse. Actually looks pretty good. Probably unrealistic like I said, but it looks good. And that one's sitting on 70 in the opposite direction. So the motor's at this end. Show you as it goes past. That's the dummy end just went past. That's the motor end at the rear. And that's pushing that train around pretty well. See if we can pick up the pace a bit more. Very nice. Okay, so that one runs really good too. One more to show, and I'm going to pack everything up for the day. There we go. Take that one off. Remove that. I hope you're enjoying this, because I am. This last loco, another second hand. Great little loco, rubber tyres at one end. I reckon this one probably needs a service. Those wheels look, they might need a clean. But just for this quick show, let's see how she goes pulling this load. All right, there's one coupling missing at the end of the loco, Lima, but it usually stays connected. Let's see how we go. Probably have to go to 50 like normal. Let's see. Well. Yep, we're at 60 now. You can see that. Here we go. Ah, perfect timing. Okay, let's run it right around. It's uncoupled right in front of the camera. Who said everything goes perfect model trains? Not me. Okay, that should have coupled up. Let's see. Yep. All right, so here we go. We'll go the opposite way. It won't come uncoupled this time because the Lima coupling works well at the other end. So again, nice performing. They seem to like to go quick, the Lima locos. Maybe I'll run them some more. They probably perform better at lower speed, or maybe they just need a clean. They definitely like to go fast. Fully lit at both ends, that loco. That would drain a little bit of power off it too, I suppose. So that's at full power now. 100 Ks.